Wayne Winkler is the director of WETS-FM, ETSU's public radio station. He's also an accomplished author, and his newest work is entitled Beyond the Sunset, the Melungeon Outdoor Drama 1969 to 1976. And he joins us this morning to discuss this intriguing story. Wayne, appreciate you being here.
Well, thanks very much, Chris.
Yeah. This is the newest book. You said it was released in December, early December.
Early December.
It's out there right now. Give us, tell us about the premise of this story, of this book.
Well, it all started with the people in Hancock County. Some of the leaders were worried that the county was losing population.
Right.
It's traditionally been one of the poorest counties in the United States. I think in the 1960s it was the 8th poorest county. And there was really no economic opportunity for anyone there. And the University of Tennessee had developed some leadership classes through their extension office, and the Tennessee Valley Authority sponsored an economic study where they decided that tourism was probably the best bet Hancock County had. And one way to attract tourists would be to stage an outdoor drama about the Melungeons, because that was really what Hancock County is best known for.
Right. And you said, I was reading the press release, doing a little background on this, you know, Hancock County at that time, the one thing they had to sell was scenery, but to get people there, you needed a draw, and this outdoor drama was that draw.
They hoped that it would be, that there had been a lot of more or less positive publicity about the Melungeons. It used to be the publicity that the Melungeons drew was always negative, and no one in the county wanted to hear about it. But the newspaper stories, magazine stories about the Melungeons in the 1960s were more or less positive, and they thought that the mystery about the Melungeons would draw people in.
Talk to us about the Melungeons. And you know, a lot of folks, you know, I grew up here and I've known about them all my life, but a lot of folks we have coming into this area. Tell us some more about the Melungeons.
Well, the Melungeons are a mixed ethnic group that was first documented in the Clinch River region of northeast Tennessee and southwest Virginia in the early 1800s. And most researchers have concluded that they were of European, African, and Native American ancestry. And because of that, they faced a lot of discrimination throughout much of our history. But they pretty much kept to themselves, didn't really want to attract much attention. So that was one of the challenges about staging the outdoor drama, was to get the participation and the support of the people who the story was about. And
they were able to pull off this drama. And you document that in your book.
That was really the fun part of researching it, is to find out how they did it. These were people who had no background in any form of show business, had no experience with putting on a play or all the things that go along with it, but they were able to put it together, to get a play written, to get a director and some actors to act in it, and were able to draw audiences from really many different states, but mostly from around here. But they were able to get people from as far away as Pennsylvania and other places.
One fact that when you were researching this book, and you're doing all the research on this book, the one thing that kind of jumped out at you as you were writing.
Well, I would have to say that it was the determination of the people who put the play on, how they were able to overcome all the obstacles. Maybe it's a good thing if you don't know what you're doing at the beginning, or you wouldn't try.
You come in with a fresh view.
Right. Yeah. The other thing was how the play really changed the way people saw the Melungeons and the way the Melungeons saw themselves. It made a big difference in the attitude of the people toward themselves. Before the play was staged, nobody wanted to talk about Melungeons. It was a word you didn't say. It was an insulting word. When the play was going for a little while, there were signs saying, "Welcome to Hancock County, home of the Melungeons." So there was a big change in the way people viewed this topic.
All right. Wayne Winkler, I wish we had more time.
Thank you very much.
Fascinating subject. And folks, you can find out about it. It is Beyond the Sunset, this work by Wayne Winkler. It is amazing, and we got some information for you right there on how you can find this great book right here, Beyond the Sunset.